What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Road Trip. So first things first, gotta give you all my overall opinion of this movie. And I have seen this before. I've always really liked this movie, and after rewatching it, I'm still a huge fan. I think this is just, it's a great comedy. It's a great coming of age story. It's just, I don't know. It's one of my faves. I've always really liked this era of, teen comedies, college comedies. You have stuff like Can't Hardly Wait, the American Pie movies, Slackers, Van Wilder. I like a lot of stuff that has come out of this era of teen and college type movies. Like it's I don't know. It's a great era. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. You got you got a great cast too. You got Breckin Meyer. You got Sean William Scott, DJ Qualls. I hope I'm saying his name right. That doesn't sound right, but there's a bunch of other people that I recognize in this too. But I mean, I can't think of them all, off the top of my head right now, and I don't want this. Oh yeah, Tom Green. Why did I not mention Tom Green? I'm being a silly goose. That's the man. But yeah, you got a great cast. Just, I don't know. I think it's. I mean, it's like, pretty simple story, but I like the story. The comedy is great. I don't know. This is a fantastic movie. So yeah, that's my opinion. And jumping into a quick plot summary now. The movie centers around Josh, played by Breckin Meyer, and he's a college kid, and he has this long distance relationship with this girl that he's dated since they were little kids. They were like best friends, they're childhood sweethearts, and they're doing this, like, she's at another college. They're doing this long distance relationship, and he's trying to call her all the time. She's not picking up. And then, so since she's not picking up, he's like, okay, I'm gonna start doing videos for her. I'm gonna mail her these videos because she's not returning his calls and stuff. And around the same time this is occurring, he is kind of there's this like fling starts happening between him and this girl at his school named Beth. And one night they hook up and they videotape it. And Josh is all happy in the morning after hooking up with Beth, and he's like tells his friends that he videotaped it. So I don't know, if I say videotape, that probably sounds like I'm like an old head. Like, what do people say? Recorded? I'm gonna say videotape. I gotta go return some videotapes. Shouts out American Psycho. But yeah, basically Josh, he's like, yeah, I'll show you guys the videotape, and it's the wrong one. It's not the sex tape. It's the tape that he was supposed to send to his long distance girlfriend. So he's like, man, I gotta get this package. I gotta destroy it. I gotta open it. Whatever. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta go on a long distance road trip. So he decides to go on this road trip to get the package before his long term girlfriend gets it. And he brings all of his buddies along. So that's the basic plot summary. Also, he's got to get back in time for this exam, and he's got to get a B+ on the exam, or else he flunks out of college. So he's got a lot of stuff going on. It's a stressful time for young Josh, and yeah, he's going through it. He's going through some stuff, but everything works out in the end. It's one of these movies, like, if stuff's gonna work out in one of these type movies, it's gonna be a Hollywood ending. You're gonna have Tom Green making out with some dude's mom on a college tour. Like, that's as Hollywood as it gets. I'm just joking. That's not really Hollywood. That's actually kind of a raunchy, ballsy ending. That's pretty cool. But yeah, everything does work out. Spoiler alert. But I don't know. This movie came out back in the day now, 2000. Like, that's nowadays, that's back in the day. I mean, I was like, I'm talking like it's not back in the day. I was only like a little baby. I was like 2 years old when that came out. So yeah, it came out back in the day for real. So jumping into my first point. I kind of already touched on this, but I'm a huge fan of this era of teen movies and college movies, and you have kind of the raunchy humor, a lot of the gross out humor. This movie had the gross out humor in spades. You have Sean William Scott's character EL. He's like going to donate some. I'm gonna say it like the British people say, like he goes to donate some spunk. You know what I'm talking about? And he gets like this girl's like putting some fingers in some places, and he's loving it. Like there's a lot of gross out humor. Like the Barry's grandfather just has like a raging boner. He's like off the Viagra, very hard. Like he's at the crib popping 10 Viagras. He's popping Viagras like they're Tic Tacs. Like I was about to say TikTok. I got TikTok on my mind all the time. I'm addicted to TikTok. But this had that gross out humor, that raunchy humor that I like. And I think this, I don't know if this, I feel like nowadays people like love that era and regard it as classics. I mean, there's some problems with this era, like some of the humor, like, is a little bit too silly or like too cringy in all these movies. But I mean, that's the thing. Not every joke is going to be an absolute, home run in a comedy. Like I feel like I was laughing out loud at quite a bit of the stuff, and it's like the jokes that didn't land, they weren't like that bad, but like for the most part the comedy was really good. And I feel like this era, like, yeah, it probably does get the recognition now because like I said, it has been like 25 years, but I don't know if this era does really get its flowers. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to say like these movies are comparable to the 80s teen movies because it's kind of a different thing. But I was just thinking before recording that this, I feel like the 2000, like you had you had like teen movies throughout the 90s, but like the late 90s to early 2000s, like that era of like 98 to like 2002, and then even on after that you had stuff like Accepted in 2006, but that's like after the fact. This little pocket of movies like from like 1998 to around 2002 was like such a great era. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people love it. I don't know if people talk about it as much as the 80s, but it like, the early 90s, maybe there weren't as many teen comedies. And even like I'm going off on a tangent, but what I was going to say is before the video I was thinking about like 2000s horror and late 90s horror, like like Scream came out in the late 90s, and revitalized horror. I know some people don't agree with that. I think it did. And then in the 2000s you had a lot more intense stuff. You had Saw, and you had Hostel, which kind of set the tone for what we see today with these like ultra gory movies. That was the what do they call it? The torture porn era, where now the gore was like amped up. Like that's what I feel like. Like I feel like these were like teen movies and college movies amped up like on steroids. Like the humor was just way raunchier than any of the stuff that we would see in like the 80s. Like a John Hughes movie was more wholesome. Like a lot of like the 80s stuff was more wholesome. Even the 80s horror was like, it was a lot more tame compared to what we saw in like the late 90s and early 2000s. So I thought this kind of mirrored the horror of that same era, like the late 90s, early 2000s, where it's like, it was very reminiscent of the content and the themes in a lot of the 80s movies, but it was like totally fresh and new. And I feel like, yeah, with teen movies and horror, like I feel like the early 90s, it was a lot of shit coming out. You had shit like, Jason Goes to Hell, and like a lot, like, wasn't Nightmare on Elm Street 6 was like 90s. Like the early 90s sucked for horror, and like I don't recall any iconic teen movies off the top of my head from that era. But I just think like getting back into the point, like the teen movies of this time. I thought they were reminiscent in terms of content and themes of the 80s classics. And I think these are classics in their own right, but I feel like it was like the horror films where, you know, they were ramped up. It was like these are teen comedies to the utmost degree. Like, you know, you still have that kind of coming of age theme, but it's like now you got this crazy sex humor. These are like R-rated. Yeah, I mean, I think no, actually, I don't recall. Like, I don't think are a lot of the popular like teen John Hughes comedies rated R. I don't think a lot of them are. But yeah, you had these like R-rated raunchy teen comedies, and it was just like I don't like it was like they're not comparable to the 80s ones because those are classics, but I mean like for the time, like since they could get away with more and it was like a different vibe and a different generation, it was cool. Like it was like if you like those you'll like these, but these are totally their own thing. So I kind of went off on a tangent, but I wanted to talk about that. Like I just saw some parallels and I wanted to point those out, so there you go. But yeah, I think this is a great movie, road trip. But this era in general, I feel like maybe people don't talk about it as much. Maybe people do. Maybe I live under a rock. But this era from like '98 to 2002, talking about teen movies, talking about college movies, fantastic era. I'm a huge fan of it. So there you go. Jumping on to another point. That was kind of long-winded. You got to talk about my boy Tom Green. So here's the deal with Tom Green. I feel like he's kind of a divisive guy. He's kind of like Pauly Shore. Like people either really love Pauly Shore or they hate Pauly Shore. That's how Tom Green is. Like, and it's like a similar. He has a different style, but it's like a similar type of humor where it's very silly, very goofy, very crazy. Some people do not mess with that. I really mess with that style of humor, and I'm a huge Tom Green fan. I think this was the first Tom Green movie I ever saw, and the whole subplot with him trying to feed the snake the mouse and just being an absolute crazy person, absolute weirdo. Like, and then he's doing the whole college tour and he's making out with moms and he's like fabricating all this stuff where he's like, yeah, there was all these naked topless women and in the locker room, but people are like, women aren't just walking around naked. You just made that up. Tom Green is the man. This is the first movie I ever saw from him, and I've become like a huge fan. Of course, like I didn't grow up watching the Tom Green Show. That was like a little bit before my time, but I know people hate this movie, but Freddy Got Fingered, I love that movie. I showed my brother that. My buddy at work, he I don't work with him anymore. He was at a different location. He's like no longer works there anymore, but him and we would talk about Freddy Got Fingered like all the time. I swear to God, this is gonna sound like some weirdo stuff, but like I feel like every time we worked together, we would reference that movie at least one time. We'd be like, I'm 28 years old. I can eat a chicken sandwich if I want. I ordered a cheese sandwich and there's hardly any cheese on it. Like Freddy Got Fingered. Like when I was like a little guy, before I even saw that movie, my brother would just always pull up that clip. They're like, Daddy, would you like some sausages? Because him and his friend would just watch that clip on YouTube. Like, man, I love that movie. But this is my introduction to Tom Green. And I'm like, I gotta look into this guy. And like I watched old clips of the Tom Green Show. Like he was the OG prankster. Like he would like pay for expensive stuff in pennies, and he did this one joke where he had like casts on and crutches, and he would just fall down and stuff. Like he was the man. Like he was hilarious. He's still hilarious, and I don't know. I just want to say like I'm a huge Tom Green fan. I love him in this movie. He's like an integral part of the movie. Absolutely hilarious, and even though he's not in it as much as like the core group of friends. Like he's just like he steals the show in the scenes that he's in, and I don't know. I just respect him. I think he's one of those people where like that's just him. Like Tom Green is just Tom Green. Like you see Tom Green in the movies, and that's how he is in real life. Like of course, he's like a regular guy. Like he's probably. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's like crazy all the time. Like he's probably chilling sometimes and. Gets introspective with it, and he's, I'm not saying he's like that all the time, but like I feel like he is like a guy where he'll like go out in public and just like be silly and goof off and mess around. Like of course, whenever I see stuff, it's like on camera, so maybe he doesn't act like that off camera. But there's like Andy Milonakis. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was doing this thing where it was like I think he was doing like live on Twitch, and it was just like he was like a, what do they call it, like a IRL streamer. And there was one where he was in, I think he was in Japan, and he was with Tom Green, and Tom Green is just like singing Madonna really loud in front of all these Japanese people and just like dancing around and talking to random people on the street. And I'm like, Tom Green is like a real MF. Like he just, like that's just him. Like he's just like that all the time. So yeah, gotta shout out Tom Green. He's a great guy, very funny. I like his style. So there you go. Jumping into my other point, I kind of talked about this movie being a great coming of age story. I like all the character development. Of course, it's like a teen sex college comedy, so it's not like, oh, the most character development ever. It's like it's a silly, goofy movie, but like I like how everything worked out for all the main characters. And I gotta talk about Sean William Scott's character, E.L. I feel like his character was perfectly balanced, where he was kind of an asshole, he was kind of a dick, but he was really, like, he really had his friend's best interests in mind. Like, he was always kind of encouraging Josh to get with Beth. He's like, dude, Beth is perfect for you, she totally is into you. He's like, your long distance girlfriend, you guys have been together for so long, and you know she's probably having hookups and relationships too. It's like it's just not gonna work out. You should get with Beth. Like she's totally into you. And then he's talking to DJ Qualls' character Kyle, and he's like, dude, you gotta stand up for yourself. Like he'll be like a dick to, he was like a dick to Kyle, but at the same time he's like, he like cared about him. He's like, dude, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta, you know, put your foot down. And like he's like, why are you so timid all the time, and blah blah blah. Like I liked the character of E.L. Like he was very, very balanced. He was a dick, he was an asshole, but he really did care about his friends. So I really liked him, and yeah, I liked all the chemistry between the main cast of characters. Very nice. Jumping into another point. What the F was up with the Where Are They Now segment? Like that got dark. I was like, oh my goodness, like what the heck? So like I remember my buddy at my old job was talking about he was talking about Can't Hardly Wait, and he was like, yeah, it was a cool movie, but what was up with that Where Are They Now segment? Like why'd they have to do the bully like that? Like he wasn't that bad of a guy, and you know they're talking about, you know, he's down bad, like he doesn't have a good job, and he dropped out, and he like put on a bunch of weight. They're like, why did they have to do him like that? Like I mean, there's no redemption. Like you want him to, I mean, get what's coming to him, but like, damn, that was harsh. And like he thought that was a harsh Where Are They Now? Like the Where Are They Now in this is crazy. The guy who's like what is he, like a teaching assistant or something? The guy from Dazed and Confused who played like the nerdier guy in that, he like they're like showing the Where Are They Now, and this dude passed away. Like, yeah, he was a dick. He would, like, I wanted him to get his, you know, comeuppance, but like he straight up passed away, dude. I was like, what? I was like, this is a harsh Where Are They Now? I didn't want him to you know, meet his demise. So I thought that was crazy. I'm like, whoa, little dark there, a little too harsh. We don't want the guy to F around and die here. Maybe he just gets kicked out of the university or something, loses his job. Even that would be pretty harsh. But I mean, he was like a real piece of shit sleazebag. So yeah, that would have been okay. But yeah, we don't want to see anyone pass away out here. Like goodness gracious, like that was harsh. And then my last point that I want to get into is just I'm telling you what, like so Kyle, he got with that one girl when he's at that fraternity house. That girl, what's her name? Rhonda. Like he got with that girl, and I don't know. Whenever I watch this movie, I always think like, man, she was like underrated. Like I thought she was like a beautiful woman, and you know, I don't know if other people who have watched this movie think that. Like of course, I think I don't, not that I like get on here and like talk about, looks and appearance and like ladies that much. Like I'm not like a perv like that, but I mean, I just running through my head when I watch the movie like, oh, that girl is beautiful, blah blah blah. So like I think the main girl, Beth, very beautiful lady. Also, Josh's long distance girlfriend, she was a beautiful lady too. But I feel like Rhonda was like an underrated character. Like she was like a beautiful lady. Like I don't know if not underrated character. She was only in the movie for a little bit, but I'm saying like in terms of like beautiful ladies, I'm like, man, does anyone else like feel me on that? Where it's like, man, she was pretty attractive lady. I don't know. I like all types of ladies and stuff, and I don't know, plus size ladies, man, beautiful ladies. Like shouts out plus size ladies. So I don't know. I just like whenever I watch this movie, I'm like, people when they're talking about like the hot girls in this movie, I'm like, I don't know if her character gets talked about as much, but I'm like, man, she's a beautiful lady. So I'm like, gotta give her a shout out, pay respect to her. I actually looked up. I think the actress who played her actually uh, passed away, unfortunately. So like in 2011. So like she was like really, really young, unfortunately. So yeah, that's like, I mean when anyone passes away, that's extremely sad to hear. But it's like really sad to hear when someone like like a super young person like passes away before their time. So that's unfortunate. But I don't know. I sorry that I got all dark there, but I don't know. Just yeah, like rest in peace to that actress. That's pretty messed up. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because sometimes I'll be watching stuff and I'm like, do other people like feel me on this, or am I like one of the only ones? Like I just thought her character was a very beautiful lady, and I just wanted to shout her out. So there you go. That's my last point, and like I said, I think this movie is absolutely fantastic. To me, this is a classic. It's just I don't know. You got a great cast, great story. The comedy is on point. Uh, I like the chemistry between the cast. It's a beautiful movie. It's a great movie, and I realized like I found out there's a sequel to this. It's some direct to DVD sequel, and I don't know what the deal with that is, but that's what I do on here. Like I go down the rabbit hole. So it's like if there's a sequel to anything or multiple sequels, direct to DVD, out of print, whatever, like I try to watch it. So I think this is a phenomenal movie. I would definitely recommend Road Trip. And yeah, that's been my review. And I'm gonna try to check out this sequel that I've never before seen in my life. So uh, I'm gonna go in with no expectations. I like a lot of direct to DVD stuff. I'm not a hater. I know like some people are like too cool for school and they're like, oh, it's direct to DVD. It's made for streaming. It's this. It's that. It's like if you like it, you like it. So I like a lot of stuff that's direct to DVD. Like all those like American Pie spin-off movies. Those are like all good. Like I like those. Like they're pretty solid. So yeah, like am I saying that they're the best movie ever? No, but like are they something fun to put on at night and just like chill and have a nice laugh? Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna plan on checking that out, reviewing that, but that has been my review and my recommendation for Road Trip. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.